So, we pick up on the road north. The road to the far north.
That place sucks.
In northern Harathil, the province of Migthal, the kingdom of Migthal, the province of 10 towns, has found itself locked in a eternal winter, a night that never ends. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous, and the land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most residents of the 10 towns blame the gods, as they believe they have forsaken them and left them to left them to freeze in an eternal winter.
I mean, it kind of sounds like what's happened.
The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be the doing of the old goddess of winter, the one who was dethroned. The Dale folk live in the scattering of settlements, known as the 10 Towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the south and travel between the settlements in this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the winter and try to bring back summer, sacrifices of one kind or another have been made, but no respite from winter has been forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourselves, 10 Towns is a place to test one's mettle and, in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. So, the 4 of you find yourselves traveling with the Rhino and the Squire and the Retainer, traveling into the region of 10 Towns, a blighted, ignored part of Harathil.
Okay, but why?
Because there is adventure, and because many of you are seeking the opportunities that lie up here. For this land is filled with ancient ruins and the opportunity for heroes to stretch their legs, and many of you even then are outcasts. For you specifically, Jai, you are here because you are a member of the Black Company, and you have been sent personally to try to figure out what's going on, and clearly not because you've been exiled for political reasons.
Of course not.
Of course not. So, the 4 of you have been traveling north together for a few weeks. You all generally know who each other are, and Michael, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you keep putting icons on your character.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, kill me
So-
if I press the suicide button first.
Michael. So, yes. So we have Michael playing Jai, a monk of the Black Company and a lone ranger sent forth by the mercenary band to survive in this blighted land.
I'm a monk, not a ranger.
We have Lhugan. Do you want to introduce yourself, Liam?
Yeah, I am Lhugan. Yeah. Wait, how much is known? Have we talked to each other?
You've been traveling together for the last few weeks.
Sure, okay, then I am Lhugan, also known as Lhugan Din Harklan, or Lhugan of the Theatre. I am a Phasma, but I was a chosen child made on a deal with a Fae, and when I was born, I was taken to the Feywild and put into the theater, which is essentially just a gladiatorial arena. It has music, it has like plays, but the fights are for real, and if you die, you die.
Jesus.
And yeah, so now I'm out here. Did you decide whether or not I was on a mission for my
Yes.
patron, or?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So I've been sent to this place on a mission for my patron.
Did you really call yourself a Phazimar?
Yeah.
A Fey
Yes, you
Asimar, a Phazimar.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to see I'm in good company.
Instead of a half celestial, I'm half Fae.
Ah, of course.
And then after
Wait,
that,
that's not a Asimar at all.
That's a Phasma.
and then after that, we have Phil playing the wonderful Tortolan Cavalier on his Rhino. Phil, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name's Gammon. I'm a turtle. What's my backstory? Line, please.
Fine,
Uh,
please. Check, please. Can I check out now?
That happens a lot in the theater as well.
No, no. I'll do it in my normal voice because I don't even know what my character's voice is yet. But
That is
yeah,
perfectly fine.
To be decided.
he was previously a dwarf, however, a changeling, or whatever the race is called that changes into certain races, was impersonating him, and it actually killed him. So while he was a dwarf, a changeling killed him, and that changeling looked like him, but he was resurrected as the form of a turtle.
Yes, so he was reincarnated by a druid randomly as a turtle.
And now he's searching for the changeling that took his form and killed him. And he is a knight who rides upon a steed. However, he's still getting used to his new form because turtles are pretty weird.
So how many times did the druid have to kill you before you came back in a form that you liked?
Well, no, he doesn't like this form. He hates this form.
Well, have you thought about pressing the suicide button and finding somebody to cast it in?
It's
So-
tempting.
So in a way, you could say you're based on your age, a teenage mutant night turtle.
Yes, instead of the ninja, yes. Accurate.
Was the
Thank you.
druid a rat?
No, I don't even know what that backstory is, but that's the gist.
You're up some green.
I'm
goo all
not
over
too
you.
sure what that backstory is either, but it's a unique one.
It's good.
And finally, we have Ellaria, a survivor, a former noble, now turned refugee, fleeing from her home that was devastated and taken over. She has come to the north, to the Ten Towns province, in the hope that she can control these new powers that she's gained from her pact, and eventually will return to free her people. Or did I miss something, Miranda?
Well, you did miss the whole fact that she's got the Medusa curse, but
Ah,
yep.
yes. Thank you, sorry.
Snake
How
here.
could he
Many
forget?
things. As she was fleeing her hometown that was being burned down, she was protecting and helping other refugees flee, and the evil witches that took over her hometown were throwing curses at the fleeing refugees because the witches wanted them as slaves. They were trying to punish them. So Ellaria was hit and was cursed.
Good. So what does that mean for a Medusa? Like, what happens?
Well, does it actually mean? It means I can't look at people, otherwise I turn them to stone.
It means
which
there's no
is
danger
why-
of feeling bald.
Yeah, so that's why my character has equivalent to like a blindfold sort of thing that I can see from one side, but no one else can see like her eyes.
A one-way
you know?
blindfold.
Right.
A
Yeah,
one-way
that-
blindfold, so a seafold.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Visas Ma from KOTOR 2. Pretty nerds that get that reference.
So you're like RoboCop.
Definitely. She is definitely Robocop.
Or Geordie LaForge.
Yes.
He's gay, you know.
Really?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh god. Okay, anyways. Alright. So, now that you've all been introduced, you guys have been traveling together into the 10 Towns district for the last few weeks, and for those of you who aren't aware, we are running a modified version of Icewind Dale, Rime of The Frostmaiden,
Ooh.
set in our world of Nurhara. And
Ooh.
this is a northern survival kind of horror, but also more like Monster Hunter and Witcher styled adventure. It's very sandboxy, and so we'll just see how this goes. I'm pretty certain you're all going to die tonight, so let's get a move on.
We all
Let the
made
dice
tanks.
decide that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You have angered the dice gods with your excessive fooling around.
yes. So speaking of which, based on all of your guys' previous rolls, which I had you guys roll yesterday, the D10s.
Right.
That has determined where you guys are starting along the path, because the province of 10 Towns has been just infused by blizzard and snowstorm, and it's made it very difficult to navigate and enter into. So the town you guys are approaching is the town of Bremen, which is one of the actual bigger towns. But along the way, along the way to it, sorry, should have had my notes ready. Okay, along the way to it, as you guys move, thank you, Miranda, for turning the light on. Makes reading my physical book far easier. So, as you guys are on the way to Bremen, you guys are moving through a rather light blizzard. It's about midday, but for the province of 10 Towns, it feels like the middle of the night. It's about 30 below. There's ice falling from the sky. And actually, let me turn on this snowstorm. There we go.
And so we're on our way to this town.
Yeah, you're on your way to the town of Bremen. From what you've been able to figure out, is you're only probably a few more hours from it. But as you guys are moving through the light snowstorm, the wind pulling at you and howling at you, you hear footsteps drawing close in the ice as the snow breaks, and you see pushing their way towards you 3 small, stocky figures. He is wearing thick fur traveling cloaks coming in your guys' direction.
Stocky. Are they dwarves?
Yes, you recognize them immediately, as you are a former dwarf as dwarfs.
Sweet Jesus.
So as they come within about 50 feet, you get a good view of them. They are bundled in cold weather garb. They're stumbling. They look very lost. Their faces are incredibly pale and drained of temperature. You see that they have snowshoes slung over their backs, and they have ice picks fastened to their belts, and 2 of them have very thick beards. The third holds up a gloved hand as he sees your small convoy, and he calls out through a thick wool scarf in a raspy voice, "Well met! Are you adventurers by chance?"
That we are.
Aye, mate.
"I am Miranda, and these are my friends Kolox and Storm. We need help, and you all look pretty capable. And most of you," he looks at the turtle.
What's
"You
that supposed to
cold-blooded?
mean?
I always thought turtles were cold-blooded."
Are you judging me?
"No, Oof,
Yeah,
just
like,
worrying
do you have
about-
like a really thick coat, Phil?
Wait,
That'd be good.
are turtles cold-blooded, like the race, or like considered warm-blooded?
I have no idea.
Does anybody here have knowledge biology? This is an important
Are you
question.
like freezing to death right now?
I don't know.
How
I
can
mean,
you,
I have a
like, do you
beard.
have like a really thick coats and some like heat spells?
I think I have like a little fire going into my shell.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Classic. Yeah.
He just has a little stove. Occasionally he'll duck in and
Yeah.
have some hot chocolate or something. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds fantastic, honestly.
Let me in there.
Well,
Wait, we're surrounded by snow, right? Has he been just sledding down hills in his shell?
I offered Phil, instead of his rhino mount, he could just take his shell off and ride it as a sled as a mount, but he said that's a bad idea. That's a little bit too dumb. So
You don't get
Yeah,
out of the
there you go.
shell, you just pull your limbs inside the shell. Like a Mario turtle.
Yeah, that's true. I would have to go inside it, but no, I have dumb characters, but that's still too dumb.
So, as you guys,
If I was a turtle, I'd
so
sled down hills.
the three dwarfs stare at you. So, if you're adventurers coming north, we could really use your help. We're the survivors of a group of dwarfs tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bremen. A Yeti surprised us and killed a number of our group. He jumped out of behind a snowbank. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore poor Ulbuk limb from limb.
Not the book.
Yeah. He was a good boy, Ulbuk. Would you be all willing to go back and try to get our sled? It's all the iron we've mined in the past 3 months, and we can't really afford to lose it.
I'm not really a wise person, but can I try an insight check to see if they're fucking with us?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Are sleds expensive here?
Sleds. It's a pretty good insight check. He seems very sincere. They look very ragged and worn out and somewhat lost, so yeah.
Okay.
Sleds are... Sleds are 20 gold pieces.
Healing potions are 50.
Yeah.
We are living in an adventurer discriminating economy.
Can I put my hand on my hilt of my sword and ask him how big was the Yeti?
The Yeti was... it was nearly as big as your rhino. He stood over 10 feet tall, big and blue and furry. And he had these big red eyes. And he was spitting at us.
Were I
Phil's
not
rhino
in
is the size of a Yeti? How
Yeah,
big
it's
is
freaking-
this rhino?
It's a freaking rhino, bro. It's a woolly rhino.
I mean, I know rhinos are big, but Yetis are supposed to be, you know, taller.
Well, I think the rhino was long, whereas the
Well,
Yeti
yeah.
I suppose. Like, if a rhino stood up, I would imagine it's the same height as a Yeti, but rhinos
Even
don't
then.
stand up.
Rhinos are pretty stocky. Well,
Yeah, they're stocky.
That's
So
true.
I guess I was thinking of tallness instead
Are
of
we just
size.
debating the size difference between rhinos and Yetis? Oh, God.
is it an African rhino?
European.
From what we've heard, because we've heard quite a few tales of the Yetis in these parts, we're from Cairdunnen, one of the dwarven settlements to the east. From what we've heard, there's some Yetis that have been preying on traders lately. If you'd be willing to get our cart back and our iron, we'd be willing to pay you a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces each. So that's 4 gemstones. And you would earn a spot of friendship with the dwarves of 10 towns.
Sounds like a good deed to be done, and a mighty foe to.
Okay, what's my intelligence? Because this sounds like a scam. If they can't afford a sled worth 20 GP to be lost, how are they going to pay us each 50
It's also
GP?
got all the iron they've mined on it, Michael, from the last
I
few
can make
months.
a-
I like
I
how
can
he
make
was
a
just
sled.
zoning in on the fact that it's a sled. Like, do you really want a sled or something?
Well, I mean, they said they can't afford to lose a sled.
Yeah, because
And
there's
the
stuff on the
iron.
sled. Oh no, it's the sled. Fuck the iron. That's my grandma's sled. You know, been in this
Little
family for
rhino.
generations.
Oh, well,
Rhino, what do you use that
grandma's sled. I understand now. Okay. Okay. I
You guys still
understand
have
now.
to take this quest. If you guys want to carry on and just keep traveling to Bremen, that's perfectly fine. I'm just
Is it
throwing
on the
Well,
this
way,
in there.
or is it on the way back?
It is on the way to Bremen. It's kind of off on a little bit of a side path, as they were coming from. You guys are coming from the south, and they were kind of coming from the southeast, as they were coming from one of the other towns.
Well, I mean, are we adventurers or are we cowards?
Exactly.
Well,
It sounds like
you
a
can
good
expend
deal.
gold if you ain't allowed to use it.
This is a genuine question, though.
Oh no, I'm very
Oh.
much up for this. It sounds like a good deed and a mighty foe.
Okay, I guess we're not cowards.
Oh, are you a coward? Is that what you're trying to imply?
No, I'm not saying I'm a coward. I'm saying I wouldn't judge you if you were a coward.
Okay, right.
So are you saying you would agree if we chose to be cowards?
Yeah,
Well,
So therefore you're a coward.
wouldn't be opposed to it.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Sounds like something a coward would say.
I think we can at least have a look at the Yeti, and if it's too big, then we run away.
I will also ask them, like, could they? Do they have connections
mean,
in Bremen that we
At
could?
the least, we could rescue the
introduce?
dwarves that are still hiding in the snow.
Yeah. Do
That's
the
true.
dwarves have connections in Bremen that they could connect us with, so we can like find a good place to stay or whatever? Deal.
Aye, the leader of Bremen, Doragruth Sailscar, is a shield dwarf, a friend of ours. You tell him that you helped us out, and he will give you the best aid of the entire town. I promise you that.
Give us AIDS. I don't want AIDS.
I think it's always good to make friends in a new town.
I agree. Dwarves are reliable folk.
It's
Right.
always good to help people out. That's what a hero does.
So you'll find our cart if you follow our tracks.
I thought you said it was a sled.
Sorry, sled. If you follow our tracks, you'll find our sled and probably the Yeti a couple of kilometers back the way we came, about halfway between between Bremen and Kelvin's Cairn.
Alrighty then.
Good.
Good.
So
We
if you
can-
all
Shot?
agree, you'll find us at Bremen once you have the cart. If you can, the sled. If you can pull it in, we'll give you half the gems now, in case you die.
Very good.
Fair enough.
So he holds up.
Understandable.
He holds up two very small, they aren't like refined gems. They're like loosely, like freshly cut gems, and they're just in a small Yeti fur-lined sack. And there's
Yeti fur.
two of them. Yeah.
Did he kill the Yeti already, and now he's fucking with us?
God.
I'm very suspicious of
No,
that.
that's a child Yeti, a lot easier to kill. Probably
I
that's the
see.
reason why they were attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah, I would like to ask him, where'd you get this Yeti skin from then?
Oh, you see, so he points at, so this is Herna talking, and he points at his friend. This is Kulix here. He's a leather worker in his spare time, and there's a lot of child Yetis that just kind of die, and they make good
Sure.
fur pouches.
It's kind of like
how
seal
exactly-
clubbing. Just go out, you see the child Yetis, you just walk up, club them on the head.
Our
that's
entire clan, we all have Yeti fur coin pouches because of Kernla here.
Yes, we all go Yeti clubbing together as a group. It's a wonderful time.
Clubbing with the boys.
Okay.
Okay,
Nothing like
anyway.
clubbing on a Friday night. Well, I mean, it sounds like the Yetis have justification to be pretty upset.
Yeah, you never thought that maybe this Yeti could be a mother that's like getting some
Yeah.
revenge.
Maybe this mother
mean-
is justified.
Do you shear the Yetis like sheep, or do you kill them?
I think
they
we
li-
skin them.
Okay.
Are they dressed
Do
up
they
in
have-
Yeti fur? Like,
do they have
maybe
Yeti
the
fur?
No, they're not wearing Yeti fur. It's just
Alright.
they're like valuable pouches. Anyways,
Are there Yeti farms?
No. Who wants to navigate for the party? Who wants to roll a
What is-
survival?
survival, is it?
To lead the party through the ice.
How intelligent are Yetis?
Rather.
He's still on.
Sounds like something that isn't very nice to do then.
I'm
Kill.
a knightly knight who knows his way amongst the world. I will lead the way. And definitely not
that's
get
nearly a rhyme. Go for it, Phil.
Survival. Normal. Roll. Shit.
Okay, I got some bad news. Okay, so as
You
you
will
guys are
fucking die!
that may happen. As it did say this is survival. As you guys are traveling through the ice, through the snow, following the path they pointed, suddenly a blizzard descends on you. And the snowstorm gets far heavier and far faster and denser. And you see that, and your visibility is reduced to just 20 feet, and you see in the distance Bremen just disappears from view as blowing snow and howling winds just engulf you.
Wait, hang on. Isn't a blizzard a Yeti's natural habitat?
Are we about to get ambushed?
Can I have a look around in the snow?
You can make a perception check, but it's with disadvantage.
Oh,
I too will make a perception check.
Miranda and Michael, can both you roll me 1d4, please?
Oh, well, that's not suspicious at all.
Which one's that?
That'd be the
The bottom?
very first dice, the triangle one.
Do you do the? How do you write the 3? Where do you put?
You just press roll in the bottom right.
No, but like, how do you do the 3? Wait, what?
No, I just
Oh,
said
you just
roll
want one.
1d4.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm
No,
half asleep.
I can tell.
Wait, 1d4.
Okay, 4 and a 2. Okay, so Lhugan and Gammon, as you two look around, the blizzard just is engulfing you. Well, the rhino, Reggie, the rhino just cries out in annoyance.
Alright, settle, Reggie.
So as you guys look around, you notice that the blizzard is just getting thicker and heavier. And while most of you are wearing cold weather clothes, it's gonna get even colder stuck out here. So
Lhugan's nipples could cut ice right now.
Yeah.
the blizzard shows no sign of stopping. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys just want to push through and see if you can find the cart, the sled in the blizzard? Do you guys want to try to make camp? Do you guys want to try to find like a cave or some like trees you can hide under? What do you guys want to do?
The first thing that you do in any survival situation, if you find yourself lost, is drink your own piss. So I think we should drink our own piss, clear our heads.
Well, while it may be safer to get cover, if this blizzard lasts any longer, there's a risk that the sled might be covered in snow, and we may lose it forever. So
that's true.
I
Well,
suggest
also,
we push
the
on.
tracks will get lost very fast in the snow.
Yeah,
That's
I
also
say we
true.
push on.
Yeah, push on.
I agree.
I'll follow, but I'm gonna be rolling some heavy perception looking. Oh, why do I have advantage? I don't know.
Should be disadvantage, Michael. Okay, so if you're all gonna push on, can all of you make me survival checks, please?
I don't want to die. With normal?
Normal. And it's normal because all of you have cold weather gear.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Alright. Very luckily for Miranda, the rest of you rolled reasonably well. So it was a group check in this case.
Oh.
Cool.
So you guys got over the what I was looking for, which was
It's okay, Miranda. You don't have to hit that suicide button just yet.
was looking for a group check result over 50, and you guys got 55, so it's fine. Actually, no. Yeah, 55. I can do math. So, even with the howling blizzard coming down on all of you, your cold weather gear protects you enough, and you're able to stay on track. Even though Ellaria gets a little bit kind of sidetracked, she's not used to this sort of snow, and she's having a hard time maneuvering. Reggie, the rhino, kind of walks over and like walks beside her, so she has a point of reference and doesn't get lost.
What you could
Good
just
job,
say
Reggie.
is like just the snow is just sitting on my eye patch and I can't see through it.
Yeah, exactly. That
Good.
makes far more sense.
Wait, is your hair cold-blooded?
What?
Because it's
Okay, now we need to answer this question. Okay, who has knowledge biology?
Are you getting like snakesicles or something?
Yeah, instead of helmet hair, do you get like frost? No, instead of brain freeze, do you get hair freeze? Do they just like go all cold and stiff and stop moving?
Okay, so you guys crest a snow-covered ridge and see a frozen you crest a snow-covered ridge and see before you a frozen plain of tundra, and you see bloody tracks in the snow. Telltale grooves left behind by a sled that has been hauled away.
It's a runaway sled.
And I will tell you guys this because Ellaria has a Warlock thing that gives her very long dark vision. She sees in the distance a flickering torchlight. It's about 300 feet away.
Does it give her a heater for her hair too?
So I'm gonna move you guys to our first battle map.
What's the plan? Are we going in stealthy or loud?
I mean, I'm
Well,
a fucking
I mean,
turtle, so
I'm
I
not
can't really
sure we can be loud in a blizzard because the blizzard's already loud.
On a bit.
Okay, I just want to check everyone has vision, right? Even if
Yes.
it's not very much, everyone
Yeah.
can see something. Right?
Wait, not very much. Because mine showing is more than
Oh
everyone
no, no,
else.
yes, because you
Sure.
have massive dark vision because of your invocation.
I can only
Oh.
see to one side of me. The rest is a
Okay.
void.
Just
yeah, because you're at the edge, Michael. You're at the edge of the map.
I see like multiple circles around each person.
Yeah, because you can see around your friends when they're near you.
We've got shared vision?
When you're near each other. If I
Okay, yeah, that's the one that. Okay, yeah.
Miranda, just in comparison, this is how much Michael sees. You can look.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, I see
Michael is
a
a
lot.
human.
Oh, does Michael not have night vision then?
No, neither does the turtle.
Oh, well, I can
Excuse me?
cast light if you need.
I double checked. Turtles do not have dark vision for whatever
I used to be a dwarf. Thank you very much.
but your eyes changed. They're not physically the same eyes.
If that's the case and we needed light and
But
we were not trying to be
spiritually-
stealthy, I would have cast light for.
But spiritually, Seth. Spiritually, they're the same.
Exactly.
You can take the dwarf out of the turtle, but you can't take the turtle. No, you can take the. You can take the turtle out of the dwarf. The dwarf out of the turtle.
What are you putting the light on, Liam?
Reggie the rhino.
I would, yeah, I'll
On
put
your
it on
head,
Reggie, like on his
so it's
horn.
nice-
I would have put
nice
it on Reggie's
target.
horn.
Seth.
Because I don't need it, but for the other guys.
Okay, Reggie the Rhino should now be broadcasting light.
Oh.
Reggie the Rhino is now the source of light.
Can I ride Reggie? Is that around if I ride him?
There is an add-on
Yeah, mount.
that has like a mount up hotkey. You can mount other tokens. I haven't set it up yet because there's so many complicated add-ons that I'm working on.
That's right. I'll just select both of them. That works, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to tell
It does.
you that it will be something in the future. That's all.
Very cool.
How long is your to-do list?
It is massive, Michael, because this thing has so many cool fucking features, man.
It says you were on for 8 hours
Oh,
Were you
there's the light.
looking at new
My
features
eyes.
in all those 8 hours?
Okay, I need to adjust that. Hold on. That's a little bit
It's
too
very
intense.
bright, blinding.
My eyes.
There we go.
Cool.
How do you move your character with this?
Are you on the measurement tool?
That one or that one?
Go to the top one,
Select
and
token.
then very top. Yep, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cool how it like moved. Okay, yep.
Yep.
So is this set up now with how much we're seeing? This is it?
Yep.
Okay, right. Because I could see a lot more before, but now I can't see as much.
If you deselect you get you see Miranda's side table because
Oh,
that's the largest one.
I can't actually deselect myself. That's weird.
I
In
just,
the
like,
top left,
drag
just swap to the measurement tool.
Ah, thanks.
So
Okay.
when you're near Miranda, you should be able to see Miranda's sight as if she's telling you what she sees.
Oh, I see. So that little white bubble.
hmm
It's like a stream of consciousness type thing.
I just figured that would be easier than people with long range sight having to then tell everyone else what they're
She-
seeing.
Yeah, fair enough.
They tell each other what they see, like, you know, the race horse commentators.
But if
Like,
you
all the
guys
time.
would prefer, I can change it so you don't see other
Am
people's
I-
vision.
If I zoom out, am I meant to see that?
Yep. You see flickering light in the distance.
And I see what's on it.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a big beast boy
That
and
is
some.
Oh boy.
Yep, so you
Oh.
guys are now within range that you see the big sled. You see a big, it's not a sled, you see
Cart.
a cart being pulled by 2 polar bears, and riding on it is a bunch of little kobolds wearing winter clothes and a big blue Yeti looking thing. Actually, I have an art handout for this one
You
second.
don't see one of those every day.
That's why you keep saying cart rather than sled.
Well, there actually is both a sled and a
Okay.
cart, so...
How
Okay,
expensive is a cart?
Yeah, how much can we get for said cart? If we successfully retrieve it, that is. We don't all die first, but
Well, I mean, if we go judge by Red Dead Redemption's economy, I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, 1,000 GP.
Okay,
Some
let's
of
see
you
what this
may
art handout
die.
shows. Yep. So that's what it
Ooh.
looks like.
hey, that's cool.
Wow,
Nice
Really?
artwork.
that could be handy. Attach Reggie to the front of it.
Yeah, we could do that.
If you guys want to, yeah.
Hey, we booked this cart. It's ours now.
We, like, you know, attach spikes and a snowplow and just
Mhm.
run people over.
So
So
yeah,
this is obviously the blood trail that we're following.
yep. Which I drew dynamically. I just told it I wanted a blood trail, and it drew it. It was great.
Nice.
So yeah, in the distance you guys see this 20-foot tall wagon parked in the snow. Harnessed to it are 2 roaring polar bears that don't look very happy.
Okay, let's
Is it
start moving
just-
towards it.
Is it stationary at the
Yeah,
moment, or is it
It
moving?
is stationary. You hear a voice cry out something. I'm going to put it in chat on the off chance someone understands it. And
I can actually select myself again, like the far top left icon of the person I can't click on to then select myself, which is a bit weird.
Hurry up with that sled, or I'll eat ya.
Yeah, I understood that as well.
Huh.
Just gonna reload my thing.
Yeah, I understood that.
oh, I thought I put it in Draconic. Whoops.
No.
You didn't.
Well,
Just do a test. And
I could have sworn that I pressed Draconic when I did it.
Oh, this is difficult terrain. It counts as 10 feet.
Yes, it automatically does that. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, what is that over
Yeah.
there?
it came up as test.
What?
I like how it works for us, but not for you.
I'm confused. Why doesn't it
Can't be
work
secretive.
for me.
Testedy schmeshdy.
I'll
Oh,
figure
is
it
that
ahead out.
The sled in the distance?
Yeah, so... Oh. So as you guys get closer, You see that in front of you is a sled, and you see two little kobolds dragging it along. You see the sled's filled with
What's
iron.
this?
What's a
Oh, wait, no.
cobalt?
Just the
Oh,
pointy thing.
Okay, so kobolds, they're like goblins, but they're dragonoids. So they're like little dragon dog people.
Okay, because when I looked at it, I thought it looked like one of those scavenger birds. The
What's the button
I
to
don't
make
know.
it a hand? The cursor a
X.
hand? Yep, what's this? Why is it
Anything
glowing?
else?
Hold on, Michael. Okay, so kobolds they're like dragon people, but they're goblin sized.
Yeah, they're just like the kitty chap.
They're like tiny lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the scaly version of goblins.
Yeah, they're dragon goblins.
Yeah.
Droblins.
All right, Michael.
Go-
What was your question?
Well, now there's a big thing of light surrounding Phil. I don't know. Oh wait, because I clicked
What?
away. Well, right, that explains it. Anyway, this thing though,
Yeah.
this was glowing.
Yeah, there's some water there, and it's reflecting moonlight.
Oh, okay.
What does this look like, though?
I think someone accidentally drew a measurement there.
That may or may not have been me. Just FYI.
Yes, someone else drew that. We are learning. Don't you guys worry. So you guys have now gotten yourselves pretty close to the two kobolds pulling this sled. They're really struggling. They're two little, like 4-foot tall kobolds, and this is a really big, heavy sled. And you see that they look almost exhausted.
Well,
And they
that
don't
right there is
notice you
class
guys.
disparity. The Yeti should be helping.
Yeti's enjoying his chair. So,
Down with the bourgeoisie.
what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to just ambush them and murder them? Do you want to try talking? What do you guys want to do?
Well, who's the lady again? Sorry, did I miss that?
It's a captured dwarf.
Captain Dwarf.
There's a dwarf kind of thrown on top of the iron in the sled. He looks rather cut up and bleeding. That's where the blood's from.
Gotcha, okay. But that is still alive.
He appears to be breathing, yes.
Okay. Well, I reckon Reggie and I could charge that and just knock it over and stampede them.
Yeah, we're going in loud then?
Oh, well, I'm not that stealthy. Reggie's not that stealthy.
Or do we want to just possibly talk? Do we want to possibly parley, or are we going
Yeah.
in
Could
guns blazing?
I'm knightly in that way. We could parlay.
I could magic missile them.
Magic
That's the
Missile's
thing we want to.
actually pretty quiet.
Are we
Huh?
trying to
Magic
take them
Missile
out? Or?
is pretty quiet. It's just wum wum wum.
Could sneak them.
Yeah, what do we want to do?
I'm happy with any option, honestly, but parlay is probably good so we can maybe get information before we face the big boy.
Figure out what's up.
Okay.
He wants to be
Hey
the parlay.
there, little fellas.
The closest kobold who's just intruders.
Now, where are you going with that there?
And he just sort of jumps up, fluffing his makeshift fur and leather coat in the air, and he steps forward and he points over at his comrade and he yells at him in Draconic, and he runs back.
As soon as he's running, can I throw a javelin at him?
Can we really be considered intruders if we're walking through the forest?
Yeah, what are we intruding on? I guess
mean-
maybe their territory.
I mean, if you want to throw a javelin, you heard him say in Draconic, go get the boss.
I don't know Draconic.
Those of you who understand Draconic, is there anyone?
No.
I don't know, but
Okay. So
Maybe it's because we heard him say intruders, and then one of them ran off. Well, started to run.
the other
yeah, I
one
reckon.
continues to stand and face all of you, and he looks very nervous.
Can I speak to him while he's throwing the spear at the other one?
Liam, if you want to throw your spear at the other one, you may well will initiate combat.
Do we want to?
Well, he's running back to get the big boy, so that implies there's going to be combat starting anyway.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it.
Okay.
I wanted to
Alright.
talk to him, the kobolds, not the big dude.
Yeah, we need information from small boy that we can intimidate.
Yeah, so hopefully try and stop him before he can alert the big guy. So
Can I help him in that regard as well, Seth, or just one?
I mean, all of you can take a shot at him. I'm just going to make a perception check for each attack for the Yeti to notice, though. So, the more of you that are shooting, the higher chance someone's going to notice.
Well, we'll just see if this takes him out first.
22.
Pretty
Liam,
good.
you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
No, double
Oh.
fours.
Or
Move him back to where he would have been. But it's still because of the blizzard, all ranged weapon attacks are at advantage.
Can I?
Oh, and that was
Trim
in long range anyway, so
What's the range of magic missile?
I think 120 feet.
oh yeah, you could easily do that. Do it.
You
'Cause I
just
don't-
smack him
who
to
told
the
it?
death.
So how do I select them again? Like that one?
Yep.
And then
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
cast the damage.
Bzoo,
No.
bzoo, bzoo. Bzoo, 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 bzoo.
God, there's so many.
Alright.
that's a lot.
So that will be you're shooting out 4 magical darts. Do you want are you firing 2 at each? All at one? What are you firing? 3 at the far one at the close one?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So as the magical darts fly out, the 3 fly out and they slam into the back one for 12 damage. He is a goner, and the front one it gets slammed into for 4 damage, and he kind of gets knocked down into the snow and he staggers a little bit.
I'd like to run up to him and keep him knocked down with Reggie the Rhino, like put his foot on him.
Okay. Reggie the Rhino puts his foot on the poor little kobold.
We be needing some questions.
No hurt, boar. No. And make a
What's
perception check.
Oh yeah, we can do that first.
It is at disadvantage for obvious reasons. I'm actually going to roll this to myself because I don't want you guys to know something.
And do you keep secrets from us?
Keep your secrets then.
Okay. Alright, so you walk over and you get Reggie the Rhino's foot to go on him.
We got some questions that need answering.
No talk to dirty towners.
Oh, we get Reggie to push a little harder. No. You ready to speak yet?
Sit on it.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Advantage, eh?
Well, you are crushing him with a rhino.
That is true. I
And
would be very intimidated.
Ellaria did just murder one of them with magic missile. So.
Zap, 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 zap. Oh, come on now.
Damn. That sucked. I know talk to turtle man.
Anybody else want to ask this creature some questions?
Sure. Like, you do know that these the sled here belongs to some dwarfs?
Sled out in wild. Sled ours.
Well, we're here to collect it back for its rightful owners. You wouldn't mind that now, would you?
We were legitimate salvage.
So now we're legitimately salvaging it off you.
You're stealing and murdering scummy humans. Scum.
I'm going to then intimidatingly say, well, then it would be salvage if you were dead now, wouldn't it? And I'm going to intimidate him. That's a 10. Bad luck.
It
10.
would be looting the dead that you murdered. We
Like the
didn't
dwarves
murder.
that... Sorry, what?
We didn't murder. We rescued dwarf. We should give medicine at wagon.
Well, we heard that you ambushed these dwarves, and we in fact met the remaining ones that escaped.
We found cart. We found sled abandoned. Sled a legitimate salvage.
Insight check.
Mm-hmm.
$16.
He thinks he's telling the truth.
Mm.
What do you guys think?
I think they're
I
being
don't-
manipulated. It's
Yeah, I
doing
don't
dirty work.
trust.
I think that I will roll insight.
Liam just rolled insight, Michael.
Yeah. he
Yeah, but I'm
succeeded in
also.
that.
Oh, I don't help.
No, you don't.
Yeah, look, it sounds like they're being
No.
manipulated. Maybe you should talk to the Yeti or the dwarves.
Yeah, well, can we wake up the dwarf and speak to him or her?
The dwarf, Ubok, is currently unconscious and nearly dead. If anyone has any healing, they can heal him. Or proficiency in medicine. Medicine.
Unless anyone wants to roll medicine, I can touch him.
Yes, touch him. Make him feel better with your touch.
I will touch him and use healing hands.
Oh, he's
So
truly touched.
he heals
If you...
3 hit points. Sorry, what?
I need to set up a animation with that.
He heals 3 hit points.
That's right. Not 2, not 1, 3.
I also added a little module for those who haven't noticed that when people lose or gain health, a little old school number pops up on their token.
I like that a lot.
Right.
Okay. You use healing hands on Ubok, and he kind of rises. Oh, my body, it hurts. Oh, where am I? It feels like I've been sleeping on cold rocks, and not the good kind. Who are you people?
Name's Lhugan. These are my friends. You're, oh, hi. My name's Cool. We met some of your friends. I will recount the names that I have forgotten.
But right now we're trying to wonder if we should be fighting these kobolds or
Yeah. Trying to get
Just,
the right story here.
escorting you out of here.
Wait, the Yeti's moved.
Ooh.
Get his move.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
shit! Are these guys bad or are these guys good? Tell us.
I just woke up. I'm confused.
Who attacked you?
He seems very
Where is she?
lost and
Tell us now!
bewildered. If you want, you can
Where
make
is
some sort of
she?
charisma-related roll to get him to pull himself together.
Tell me! 50.
We were pulling the sled towards Bremen, and a blizzard came, and we got stuck in some snow, and they made me push the sled, and I tripped and hit my head, and the next thing I knew, you woke me up.
Could it be that they just ran away when they saw a Yeti?
You hear loud, heavy footsteps. Boom, boom, boom.
I look at Ellaria. Oh, looks like you may have killed an innocent.
I mean, let's be real. Yetis are generally bad.
Yeah, generally.
I'm not being racist or anything, but like that's generally how it goes.
And I mean, the freaking setup of that car looks pretty menacing.
The creature
exactly.
strides into the light from Reggie. He holds up his hand to cover his eyes, and a very feminine troll voice rings out. What are you doing with my kobolds?
They tripped and fell
They tripped and fell and had burn marks from magic missile.
Yeah. onto
As a
a
result.
magic. Yeah, they fell onto magic missile.
If we're trying to talk this out, perhaps not start with that. I'm
We're
just
here
thinking.
to recover the sled for its rightful owners.
And rescue this dwarf, although he seems to be okay.
The ice troll strides up. She's nearly
Like-
15 feet tall. She looks down at all of you.
That's not a Yeti.
You killed Grunk.
I
Well,
didn't.
I mean,
Grunk
she
would-
technically killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in when
yeah,
he was in when we got here.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, he was dead when we got here. Isn't that right? And I'll push my foot into the other one a little harder. To agree.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, he died.
It is a blizzard, you know. People die all the time in blizzards.
All the time.
Looks over at the javelin laying in the ground next to the kobold, and then looks at the javelins on your back.
I had nothing to do with it.
I was just testing out. I don't have the best eyesight, so I was just sort of testing the ice to see if it was
Make a deception
would break.
Oh
Deception,
Just in the eyes.
deception.
Oh, very nice.
Pretty good.
17.
Ice trolls aren't that smart. The ice troll looks
Ice
around
troll,
and
you
shrugs.
say?
Yeah. The ice troll looks around and shrugs. I am Isobai, and these are my kobolds. That is our salvaged iron.
But if the
Salvage.
owners are not actually dead, is it really free salvage?
They abandoned it.
But there's still a dwarf on it.
Did you did you scare them away, or did they abandon it?
They ran away when I went to ask them for directions to Care Kelvin.
See. Well, good dwarf, good troll. They want this cargo back.
It's mine.
Technically, it's the dwarf that's still on it.
Well,
Technically, the dwarf would be dead if I hadn't have saved him.
Seth, with an insight of 2, does it
Yes.
sound like she was telling the truth about asking for directions?
Oh, definitely.
Well, can we have the sled at least?
really want that sled.
It belongs to his grandmother.
A good ice troll. How many more of these dwarves do you have?
That is the only one.
Very well. Well, if we can take half of these resources and the dwarf, and you take the other half, would that be agreeable?
Make a persuasion check.
Nice.
But does this mean, like, if I just like nudge someone, that we don't get the cart?
You mean the big cut that we wanted
Yeah.
to take?
Yeah.
Would you
Great
like to
vehicle
take it
for
off?
the ice.
Would you like to politely take it off of that troll?
Like for traveling between towns,
would.
that'd be really nice to have a
It
little mobile
would.
home.
Are we gonna
Are
do
we
the murder
bad?
hobo?
The elements.
Are we the baddies now?
And the cart has loot.
As I said before,
Ooh,
based on their law, it's free salvage if they're dead.
it's true.
No, it's free salvage if they run away.
So we kill them and make it look like their bodies were running away.
What
I deny
alignment
it.
are you?
Chaotic good?
You sure? You sure
Hmm.
that says good? I mean,
Look, alignments. What? How do you know? Maybe I think evil acts are good. Alignment
Yeah.
is a grey area in reality.
It's like sexuality. It's fluid, you know?
Yeah.
It changes.
Alignment.
I would like to point out the troll only speaks giant and dwarvish, So you guys can have a conversation in common, and the troll will have no idea what you were talking about, by the way.
Oh, cool. So I can communicate to him in Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be the speaker man.
Mm.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I mean, they have 2 polar bears and a bunch of little shits in there.
Kobolds die pretty easily, but
And
But
the polar
polar
bears
bears do
look
not.
very hungry.
That's probably a bad thing,
And they
because
look
that means they'll just be
very
ravenous.
untaken care of.
well, I mean, we could
Oh.
feed the kobolds to the polar bears and feel better. But
Yeah, it's true.
I guess the main thing we've promised to do is get this cart back, so we can
We
fairly
didn't
stay.
actually promise, but
Yeah,
we could.
we said
could
we
still
would.
have
We've
your
even
payment.
taken. Yeah, we've taken payment. We
Well,
can
we can always
state
return it.
that we are
We-
taking the sled, and if they fight us, then they fight us, and it's self-defense at that point.
We really gonna?
Sure.
Well, I suppose, but
I don't know what he just said.
it doesn't
just
seem
had something to
right
tell her about
to attack somebody who's come up and actually talked to us instead of immediately attacking.
Well, do we just wait until he attacks us? Is that what we're?
Well,
Yeah, so we can
potentially-
state that we're taking the sled back, as we've agreed to
well,
do that.
perhaps we could work out a deal. Like, they have some
Hmm.
of it, and we take the rest, as
That's
you know,
what I
as a
said.
reward for rescuing as a reward for saving the dwarf's life.
That's
Because
what,
they did.
That's why
what-
I'm going back to what I said and had the persuasion check. So, what was his response to that, Seth? We never actually got that.
You wish to take half of our legitimate salvage and leave me with a dead kobold.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
we actually owe them a bit more than half for killing the
collateral
kobold.
damage.
Well-
I'll trade
Collateral
all the
damage!
iron
Yeah, work
For your
hazard work environment.
My rhino. Listen, troll lady, you can take the deal, or we can leave you without your head. What would you like?
She stands up to her full 17 feet.
Intimidate. Shit. Very bad.
You dare threaten me, Isorbai. I have been around for multiple dragon wars. I have lived longer than all the dwarfs in this land. I have seen them all build their little towns and lose them. I have seen the forgotten Tin Mage Academy frozen in ice, and I will eat your luscious innards, turtle.
Well, you being around so long just means you're an old cretin. You need to get down easier.
Let's beat up the
Wow.
elderly.
Yeah, I want to initiate combat. This binge is pissing me
Phil
off.
presses combat button.
Yeah, can I stab her with my halberd?
It's time to duel.
Sorry to interrupt, but my cantrips and detect magic spells are all gone.
What?
Rip in peace.
They're there. For me. What?
What?
Reload foundry?
You just refresh.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No.
No, it's okay.
Just realized I was like,
Okay.
oh, that's important.
Yeah, very. Okay, so-
Nobody move. I've dropped me spells.
Alright. You guys want to start the rolling initiatives?
Yes, I'm just reading my horrors.
Alright, they're back.
Oh, good. Had me worried there. I was going to have to re-add all the spells.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I got 18. 20.
Seth, can
Well,
I just quickly ask, how does my fortitude resource work again?
1 second. Sorry,
Wait,
I had
Does-
to re-roll it.
Why?
It didn't automatically input. I'm updating it.
But I got a
I
20.
know, I raised it. I just had to re-roll it to get it actually in. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
Michael, you gonna roll initiative?
Yep.
Is initiative supposed to display for us somewhere?
Combat
If you
tracker.
go like where the chat tab sort of thing is along the
Oh, yeah.
top, the
Oh, yeah.
hand.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Ah, there we go. Roll initiative.
Yep, so Phil, Fortitude is pretty much your class resource, and you use it for your abilities and to change auras and the stances, and you regain Fortitude.
Oh, one moment.
Okay.
So is it like if I use say 1 fortitude for something, is it then used and gone until I do a short rest, or is it just like committed to that thing until I stop doing it and then it's given back to me?
No, it is used until a short rest. You get 2
Right.
back on a long rest, or all back. Sorry, 2 back on a short rest, or all back on a long rest.
And I thought I read somewhere that if I kill something in my aura, then I get a fortitude or something.
If another creature dies, not to you because you're the leadership subclass. If one of your allies kills something in your aura, you get a Fortitude back.
Right. Okay. And how long do the auras last for again?
They last for, I think it's a minute, or until you cancel it. So 10 rounds.
Okay, sweet.
That's the answer off the top of my head.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I guess we are all ready then.
Mhm.
Better
Ellaria,
die.
Alright, how far can I move?
you can move 30 feet. Alright, we're in combat. I need to stop to combat music. I wish there was there probably is an add-on that would auto-swap to combat music, because that would be really nice.
And sorry, just quickly checking
I am back.
range of
No problem. Ellaria's up first.
that doesn't actually say the range for the scorching ray.
Most spells you can assume are 120 feet.
Okay.
I think Scorching Ray might be 60, but yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here, and then you blast my scorching ray so that I'm not hitting anyone. If I stand there, will that be fine? You do not have a second level spell slot with. Oh no. Does it mean it will still let me cast the spell? Or did you do
But I
something?
thought you've only cast one spell.
Yeah. I was testing her character earlier, and I probably forgot to reset the Pact Magic. So just cast it. It'll be fine.
Okay. And attack. Normal.
Psst. Okay, and you roll it 3 times, by the way, because
Attack or
yep, roll attack 3 times because you're doing 3 different rays.
oh. And
God,
oh my
Miranda.
what is up
Bad
with this?
luck.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
You have some bad news for
That
you.
it didn't hit.
None of those hit.
But
No 3 of those hit. You stride to the side and cast out 3 scorching rays that burn across the ice troll, but the ice, all you see is you just melt some of the snow off of the ice troll, and the ice troll shrugs it off.
And when that happens, my like snake here just like kind of like huddles back into my hood. It's like knows it's not good.
All right. Anything else, Ellaria?
Is there anything else I can do?
You can't cast any more spells right now because you're not level 5.
Can I move?
You can move another 10 feet, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move back behind Phil.
Okay. No problem.
10 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of your turn, roll a d6. The second dice. Okay. Alright. Astral's turn. Also, I just need to double.
I like how it like lights up with whose turn it is.
Oh, that's what that is. Cool.
Another setting that I turned on. Yeah,
Very
there's so
cool.
many very cool options. All right, Miranda, did you press like an end turn button?
Yes.
Oh, where's
Where's
that
the
button?
intern?
It's so like in the combat thing. It see the in combat, no, in the middle one. Yeah. So like
Thank
you
you.
hit that once. Yeah. Once you're done, and then it goes to the next
In
person.
the round 1, etc. combat tracker thing.
Yeah. So when your turn comes up.
Ah, I see the
it will-
button.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so everyone within 10 feet, because I did not set up this thing's aura. Everyone that is within 10 feet of it, which I'm pretty certain is just Reggie the Rhino. Actually,
Reggie, no.
okay.
Not Reggie.
Okay, can Reggie the Rhino and I'm very sorry, Liam.
Yo.
Liam, you're also technically within 10 feet.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So can you two both make me Constitution saving throws? As the ice troll shrugs off the fire rays, the ice troll kind of bristles and all of her fur stands up and just flakes of ice radiate out from her, and this gust of icy cold wind just washes over both of you.
Sounds about it.
Oof, that was a
Okay.
bad roll.
Okay, you two. Okay, both you take this much. Both you take 10 cold damage.
10
Ouch.
cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
So is this
Delta.
thingy that has like the skull and the heart and the red arrows pointing down? Is that where we can put damage in?
Yes.
So 10. There we go. Oof.
Look at that blood. I love blood. I love when I make people bleed. Alright. The ice troll is going to maul poor Reggie.
Reggie, no.
It's the ice, she howls. I will eat all of you. She's gonna claw bite.
You're so old, you'd probably get constipation from it.
Actually,
Shit.
wait, I need to hold on. I need to select Reggie the Rhino as a target. Slash animations.
That's cool.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Second swing.
That's a hit.
Reggie takes 11 slashing damage plus 9 cold damage, so 20 damage.
Reggie's looking pretty cool.
Wow, that is that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
The
damage.
ice troll then goes to bite Reggie.
Are you serious? How many fucking
Yep.
attacks does this boy have?
She's very old.
I mean,
Jesus.
judging from what she said, she's over 1,000 years old.
She's not the senile old, she's the experienced old.
Oh,
No shit.
Sorry,
We
sorry.
fucked up.
She's the
And
Master
you-
Roshi old.
You just pissed her off an
Bite
over
animation.
1,000-year-old
Aw,
troll.
Look at that bite
Natural,
animation.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, she failed. Alright.
Trolls aren't like people who get senile. Trolls are like dragons who gets cunning.
Next up, Lhugan.
She didn't just fail, Seth. She critically failed. Surely that.
Well,
had some-
okay, she tries to bite Reggie's horn, and she breaks one of her teeth.
Does her dentures fall out?
Yes, her dentures get stuck on Reggie's
But
horn.
does she cause
Excellent.
damage because it was a critical fail to herself?
Sure, I will roll damage.
Just as long as we don't do that to ourselves.
It only works one way, you know.
She's-
Not always. Okay, I am going 20 feet here.
Okay.
And
Blood. Blood.
Okay,
Blood God.
If we're going all in, I'm gonna go rage bonus action. And that also triggers the fire damage, so she takes 2 fire damage.
Okay. And that was fire damage, right?
Yeah. Do I want to go for the... I might as well go all out, so I will also activate Fury of the Feywild, and
Fury of the Feywild.
she takes another... So that would then end my turn, and she would take half my level rounded up, so that would be 2.
So she
2
takes
radiant
another
damage.
2? Okay.
Yeah. And I also take 1. Okay. That is my turn.
Okay. Press the end turn button then.
Alright. Okay, so there's the end turn button.
Yep.
Okay.
The kobold's turn.
Oh, he would also... no, he's not... is he in 10 feet?
No.
No.
The kobold kind of staggers and shrugs as he gets up. Here, don't worry, boss. I got your back. And he looks at Lhugan and he throws a javelin at Lhugan. This is for throwing a javelin at my brother. And you are within 5 feet of an ally of his, so he gets pack tactics. Fortunately, though, because of the blizzard, he also gets disadvantage, so it's just normal.
That
Those
hits.
javelins.
Ooh.
I love all the animations. Zero damage.
Wow. Half 0 because I'm raging as well. Does that mean I get positive hit point?
No. Alright, next up, Jai, you're up.
I suppose I should come help out.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. Probably. I like how the dwarf is standard human female NPC token number 1.
It was on my list, but it was very low on my list to replace the token.
It's
Sorry.
no, I only noticed it because Savino uses that artwork for literally every single NPC who is a minor NPC. Okay, let's if we're going in, we might as well go all in. I will make an attack with my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Dice hate me.
Michael, you gotta select your target so it plays the animation.
Oh, right, sorry. That means I get to reroll, though, right?
No.
Right. Okay, thank you, Seth.
No, fine. I want to see the animation, so go for it.
So we just forget to target every time.
Oh, shit, I clicked the wrong button, too.
Oh my god, that's a lot of short sword swings. Yeah, that's a hit.
Wow. Cool. That's a net 6. Then, since we're going all in, we might as well go all in, and I will use key points on Flurry of Blows. And let's see.
He's gonna punch it.
I'm assuming that misses?
Yeah.
Well, then I will kick him. Why? Why? I ask again. Why? Anyway, that's the end of my turn.
End of your turn. Press the end turn button, Michael.
Where's the end turn button again?
Under combat tracker, next to chat.
Oh, there it is.
Phil, you're up.
Me? Okay, I'm going to do my Strike Hard aura as an action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a question about Rally. How does Rally work? Is that an action, bonus action, or...
So Rally is activated. Hold on. You may rally as a bonus action for a additional point of fortitude.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it gives you the bonus effect.
In that case, I won't do that. I will just do Thorn's Stance as a bonus action. Boop. And that will be my turn, I assume.
Okay, perfect. Did it play an animation as he used those? Because it should have. But I didn't notice. Because I wasn't watching.
I didn't see.
Okay. Ellaria, you're up.
Okay, now we actually got to think about what I. So wait, did you sorry, did I say ask this again? But all spells, you just assume that they're all at the same distance. Was that what, like
most spells? Yeah, have the same general distance.
Toll of the Dead?
Toll the Dead has 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so that will.
Remember, you do have your magic missiles are from your wand of magic missiles. And you've only used up one charge. You could blow. How many charges does it have?
7.
7. You could blow like 5 charges and just smack him with a whole bunch. Smack him with an 8 magic missiles.
Yeah. And then I just wait. 5, then it's 6, and then I just don't touch it again until.
Yeah.
Wait, because how does it recharge?
End of a long rest. So after a
okay. Yeah.
8-hour rest. Yeah. Just blow all of them.
We go cast spell and wait.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Can I cancel it because I didn't target?
Sure.
Says I can't do it.
I need to figure out how to set it as a. You should still be
Still
able to
be able
cast
to.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to figure out how to set magic missile as a because it doesn't use your spell slots because it's from your item.
What's that 1?
I was just gonna times it by, but you can roll them. Sure.
2.
You like rolling dice? Go for it.
3.
I like a dice skin, Miranda.
That's some dramatic music right there.
That song got louder.
Sorry.
I did.
Right.
Here, I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know what it reminds? You know what that reminded me of?
Yeah.
That reminded me of the Sylvanas trumpet wail.
So let's see. 5. So 8, 10, 12, 17.
You know, the one from Hearthstone.
Yes. Sure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the extra 5 charges, and then you got the 3 base charges, or 3 more times.
Okay.
Oh, Seth.
Yep.
My aura.
Yep.
Provide extra damage as well.
Oh fuck.
For each hit.
Nice.
Wait,
you mean I could have been aura'd
Wait
up?
a second. Shut the fuck up. Wait a second. Liam, did we not? Did we not think about strike hard and magic missile? The attribute modifier plus your charisma modifier, even the movements the attack. Wait a second. Allies attack.
All allies.
Liam,
Nice.
I don't. How do we handle the phrasing for that?
I mean, technically, as it's written, it would be each attack, and that's considered.
That would
Wait,
be.
what is the wording
8
for?
attacks.
Although technically, it's magic missile's different because it's not, you're not making an attack for
Yeah.
each one. It's just hits, so it's up to you. Are you considering it each hit,
I'm
or is it
sure Google
considering
has
it
the
for
answer.
one attack?
No, I would rule it as the damage is added just to each target, but not like on
Yeah.
each magic missile.
Because it's technically
Miranda,
one
what's your
spell attack.
charisma? What's
My
yours?
charisma
Is it
modifier
even
is
considered
2.
an attack?
And what's yours, Miranda?
Sorry, what was my?
charisma modifier.
Oh, isn't it the
It's
Isn't it
plus
the attacking modifier, whatever it
plus
is?
4, yeah.
So
which is
intelligence?
no, it's her for warlocks. It's charisma.
Oh, it is charisma. Sorry. Okay, I thought she was a wizard.
Yeah, so that'd be plus 6 damage. So let me just add all of this up very quickly.
Yeah, I know it's confusing. Got magic missile and
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah,
Okay, so
it's a
10,
wand.
17, 21,
Well, you can't go wrong with magic missile. Let's be real.
26,
Yeah.
28. Okay, so you do. Sorry, we were having a rules discussion because Phil's aura, because he's a banner lord, gives you bonus damage on your attacks, and we were wondering, would it be bonus damage per missile, or as the spell overall?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, good.
I am in the same
Okay, I just wanted.
room as you in Discord
I just
chat.
wanna-
Are you accusing
You understood.
your fiance of not paying attention?
Anyways, you slap him with 8 magic missile darts for 28 damage.
Damn, bro.
He is, she is, still holding on, but doing a lot worse now. And she looks over the rhino that has her dentures in its horn, and she looks at you, Ellaria, and she calls out, "I've never eaten snake hair, but it probably goes down like pasta."
Wait, can she talk to us?
In
I can't.
giant and dwarvish.
Alright, so I can't respond to
no.
that because I
No,
don't know.
I can relay it to you if you like.
No, it's okay.
Hold up, everyone! Pause combat. We need to translate.
Alright. And Liam, you're doing fire damage to her, right? With your
Yep,
aura?
and radiant damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, just so Miranda knows, trolls regenerate health at the start of their turn unless they took fire damage since their last turn. So I'm just telling you this
Good
because
shit.
everyone else knows this. It's
I'm
like
glad you thought of that, Liam.
played previously.
Yeah, I definitely thought of that.
Alright. Can everyone
I
within
definitely
10
didn't know if
feet
an
of
ice
her
troll would be different.
make a constitution saving throw, please?
Oh,
Who's doing this?
Everyone within 10 feet of her. So, Reggie, Jai, and Lhugan. Constitution saving throws. The DC is 11.
Hey!
You're fine.
Don't fuck this up, Reggie.
Jai's fine.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
20.
natural
Oh.
20.
Nice.
Reggie is no longer affected by the ice troll's aura.
That's right.
Okay, so she's gonna bite Reggie, claw Jai, and claw Lhugan. So this is
I'll keep in mind my I think my stance was it gives disadvantage on anybody except me that she's attacking.
Okay, then this attack is against your mount at disadvantage then.
Yeah. Bannerlord.
There's a 10 hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. And then this is the first claw. So this will be at...
According- No,
Jai.
sorry.
At disadvantage?
What?
Yep,
What? What? What?
that's a miss. And
That's a
then
miss, thank
this will
God.
be a claw at Lhugan. Sorry, I rolled normal by accident.
It's a miss.
Okay. So she's flailing back and forth, the debuffs from the Bannerlord and the magic and all the damage darts from Miranda wearing her down. Alright,
Did you know that
next. Lhugan.
according to the rules, Warriors, Magic Missile is not an attack, but apparently neither is Fireball because it deals damage via a saving throw.
You are.
Mm.
Makes sense.
See, I would have guessed for Magic Missile, but I didn't even think about Fireball.
I'm going to move here. How does flanking work in this?
When you're flanking a big creature like that, you kind of have to have it pretty much completely surrounded.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're flanking a small creature, I would give you advantage, but it's so big that it's not giving you a big advantage.
I am then going to cleave it. Well, glaive it. So how do you
Glaive.
target? It's the target button there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Target button.
Target
Select
And fuck it, I'm gonna go reckless attack.
Okay.
to get advantage on this.
Does reckless attack count as an attack if it uses a magic?
Whoa, I almost clicked disadvantage for some reason. Wow.
I don't get why the normal roll isn't the first button, because I'm so used to clicking, like, the first
know,
button
right?
for...
That's a 10.
That's a miss. But you still do
So,
your
yeah.
attribute plus charisma.
Oh, okay. That would be strength. So 2,
Plus 2, so 4.
4
Okay.
damage.
Nice.
And then bonus action, she takes 2 fire damage. And at the end of her turn, she takes 2 radiant damage. And I take 4 damage.
Alright.
That's my turn.
You've done 8 damage to her this turn.
Nice.
Guaranteed damage, even though small.
Alright. Up next is the kobold.
guaranteed damage. My favorite type of damage.
The kobold takes his dagger and he plunges it into Reggie the Rhino.
Reggie, no.
Do rhinos regenerate? I mean, their name starts with
Yeah.
R.
They're descendant from trolls, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Must be.
Reggie the Rhino takes 6 damage.
Reggie, no.
I think you meant to say Reggie the regenerating rhino. The regal regenerating rhino.
That's true. He's regal.
Mm.
Alright, Jai, you're up.
Well,
Do a fuckload of attacks so you get guaranteed damage.
Yeah, I should have done that last turn with all those misses.
I've still got one more key point, which I would use if I could click my character sheet, but I can't see anything because of all this dice in the way.
Why do you have dice in the way, Michael?
From the last rolls.
Mine disappear almost immediately. What have you
Mine
done?
don't. I don't know. Anyway, I'll attack with my short sword.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And click the middle button instead of the first button.
That's a good hit.
I saw the one and I was about to die.
Mm-hmm.
How much extra damage is it?
You add your ability and Phil's.
No, like Phil's thing.
Yeah, it's 2 plus whatever your
Oh, okay.
modifier is for your main damage.
So
that'd
just
be,
so an extra 2? So
Whatever your modifier is, I don't know what it is.
that damage plus 2?
isn't it and the ability score on top of that again, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's my
and
ability
the
score.
ability score on top of it. Okay, so
Yeah.
since I'm using dexterity, that's an extra 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. So that's 11.
No, no.
You slice,
Very nice.
cutting into her legs with your short sword.
I'm very proud of my skills. Wait, no, that's not right.
Yes, you do know martial arts.
Oh, so I
I
can't.
know Kung Fu.
So I can't click. I can't make an attack using that from the button. Oh. One day I'll press the right button. Wait, why am
It
I
should
not
be
just?
under your items.
I
is
should.
where most
I
weapons
should
are.
just. Yeah, no. For some reason I was clicking on the feature instead of the actual just
Yeah,
unarmed
don't worry.
strike.
Miranda was doing that the other day.
Okay.
It looks like we don't have an animation for unarmed combat. That's sad. I might just have to set it to the claws. Alright, that's a hit.
Yay! I wasn't sure if a 15 would hit. Okay, that's 4. And since it's charisma, that's plus 5 again. So 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And another. Wait, no, I need to roll the attack first. This
Yes.
is what I get for trying not to. Okay. Does that hit? She hasn't like jumped
No,
up and
her AC hasn't
AC.
changed, and I'm gonna take that other damage roll just so we can move on.
Okay, but add 5 onto it.
How many freaking attacks do you have?
If I use Fury Blows, I can get 3 attacks off.
So do they all get bonus damage from my
Mhm.
duty backer?
Yep.
Holy
Well,
shit.
yeah, unlike Fireball, they're an attack.
That's crazy.
Alright, Jai. You have finished then?
I have finished. Oh,
Do you want to move?
disengage is a movement, right?
Disengage is an action. Michael still thinks disengage is a movement from 4th edition. It's been years
And
he
I'll-
still thinks it.
I'll still think it when we get to 6th edition.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Just old men playing 10th edition in the
Yeah.
retirement home.
In
You're
my
up.
day,
Sorry, you're up
disengage was a movement action.
So how is she looking? Like, what would you? How would you describe her?
She is very bloody and very injured, and she
Would-
looks like she is considering running.
Would you say she's bloodied?
I mean, look at her token; it's covered with blood.
Can I try and
That's not conclusive.
can I try and start a parley with her?
You can try.
Parley?
Frost roll. Do you yield? And I point my glaive towards her.
Those damn French.
Do you want to make a check?
What am I? What do I do? What check?
Some charisma-related check.
Okay,
Intimidation,
persuasion.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Isobai knows when she's lost. Isobai surrenders if you spare her life.
We will spare your life on a few conditions.
Kick her while she's down. That's good.
Yeah. Get her in the crotch.
Another example of the success of percussive diplomacy.
My condition is that you leave these lands and do not attack the dwarves in these lands again, and spread the word that there will be consequences should any others do so.
Isobai can do that.
And the cart.
No,
And
no,
we want the
no, we,
cart. And the dwarf. And
We
the
forgot-
stuff in the cart.
we forgot about the sled and the carts and the dwarf. We're just.
We want all that.
You want Isobai to leave alone with nothing?
Well, it is either that or your head.
I don't want to. Do we really have to steal her carts, though?
Yes.
Well, okay. I mean,
Make
Oh,
mean-
we need it.
make an intimidation check with advantage.
We must acquire it.
We beat up a troll and we steal her only mode of transportation on our first
Yes.
day.
and she's old. This is like her wheeler.
It's like, yeah.
We're stealing her wheelchair.
Sitting in a wheelchair.
Well, we're new to these lands. We need
We
transport.
Didn't
need
need
it
it
more
until
than her.
now.
No. You have beat up an old lady to steal her mobility scooter. She looks very defeated and sad, and she sort of
Look at how
hunches
sad
over.
he is.
You may have my cart. May I keep my slave kobolds?
Very well, so long as they also agree to leave these lands and not attack
They
any
will
other dwarves.
leave with me, yes.
Very good.
What if we give her the sled?
We
I mean,
do
we-
need a few of those kobolds to feed the polar bears.
She can use the dead ones. We can use the dead ones.
Do we all agree with this plan? Like looking around at everybody else, or
I mean, I'm
feeling like-
frothing at the mouth, but so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lhugan's just.
yeah, heal,
Foolishly
heal,
just
Lhugan, heal.
burning.
chewing on a tree by this point.
I like glowing. I like glowing bright lights, just flames and radiant energy around me.
He's just chewing on trees and punching them.
Is anybody adverse to this decision? Or
Well, I mean, it makes me feel like we're traveling around with a bunch of bullies, but,
no, we're defending the weak, as in dwarves.
well, we could give her the sled if we unload it into the cart.
Taking her down a pig.
Wait, so what are you saying?
That sled was the great grandmother's sled.
Yeah, but this is the great-grandfather's cart.
So are we taking the sled?
I vote yes.
Because we have to give it back to the dwarf.
Okay, we're taking
Yeah, okay.
everything
Yeah.
from this poor
Yeah.
troll,
Well,
How many
okay,
times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
except for her kobolds. This won't come back to bite us in the butts,
No,
having
of course
made
not.
an enemy for life.
No, she learned her lesson. She's not going to just try to come back, is she?
No,
Sure
we've
not.
told her to leave. If she comes back, then she's fair game again.
Exactly. We'll
Not
kill her
like
next time.
thoughts of revenge will consume her mind and she'll plan an elaborate scheme.
All right.
She's old. She'll probably
She-
forget about it.
She starts limping off, wandering away. I like it how tokens still have. Hold on, her token still has blood on it, and she's left blood on the ground.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
cool.
cool. Alright, yeah. She starts walking away, kind of limping, dragging one of her arms behind her. And she calls out, and the kobolds start running after her.
And remember what we said? You come back, it's your head.
He's leaving a blood trail! Oh, that's so
Wow.
cool.
I
That
so
is
want to
pretty cool.
kill him as he run past, but
So the polar bears won't attack us, will they?
They're attached, aren't they? To
They
the...
are attached to the end of the cart, but they look very hungry and malnourished and badly treated.
gonna grab this kobold body here,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
cut him in
Come on.
half.
Put him on Reggie, I'll take it over to him. Put him on Reggie's horn.
Or just throw them. I'm afraid of getting too close to the polar bears, so I just like throw them in front of them. Oh god, I'm leaving a trail of blood as well.
Yeah, you were
Or is that
tracking a
Reggie?
dead body.
Oh yeah, so is Reggie.
And so is Reggie. Reggie's bleeding out, guys.
Here, boys.
Alright, do you want to make an animal handling check?
If there's someone who would, is a bit more proficient with animal handling, they're welcome to try it. Otherwise, I will. I'm not
Seth,
exactly
would I
proficient.
have animal handling as a cavalier? Because it doesn't seem to come up as default. Or is that something you decided again?
You do have it as
Do Cavaliers get as a default or not?
it's
Or
a skill
do they have
you
to take
can
it?
choose.
That's
I think because you only had 3 skills, you only took your background skills, you forgot to actually choose any, so I just gave you animal handling. Because I assumed
Okay.
you would have taken that. And then you can choose one other.
One other one? Alright.
Yeah, because I think
Well,
about that.
I can try it in that case.
Yeah,
Now that I have it.
oh my.
the way with animals.
Michael's over there measuring.
Nice.
Then there's
Alright,
How do I
Gammon
how do I
goes
delete
over
these?
and he approaches. I got it, Michael.
Okay, now the real question is how do I click on the character icon when it's covered up by the Forge logo?
that's the problem I had. I had to reload.
There's a forge. What forge?
I have no idea what Michael.
One in the top left.
Yeah, it sometimes appears and I had to reload.
Weird. Anyways, so Gammon goes over to the polar bears and he does some animal handling with them, and he feeds them the dead kobold, and they look a little bit happier, but still very malnourished. It looks like they need to be well taken care of. Miranda, do you want to try out lootable containers for me and move up to the top of the cart and to see if you can?
Oh yeah, there's a
you
bag
can,
there.
interact with the bag.
Ooh, that's a heavy sack.
I think if you double click on it, you can open it.
Oh, okay.
Are we still doing phrasing?
What is... Do you go, like, what do you do?
So now,
Split 4 ways.
so it has both currency in it and items. There
Mhm.
is there are buttons on each item. There's a loot item button and a loot all button. If you press a loot item button, it'll add it to your character sheet.
I'm
Okay.
gonna roll need or greed.
How do you know what these things...
Seth, I need to ask something.
Yeah? What's up?
Are you listening to the polar bears growling or are you listening to their stomachs?
And then do you just do
Why
the
not
coin
both?
distribution split 4 ways?
If you want to be fair and give it to everyone, or you can just take all of it. It's up to you.
Ooh, the
I'm
real.
yeah.
And then everybody that might come with consequences from everybody. just letting you know up front.
Now that the polar bears are
Hey.
fed,
Yeah.
I will remove the polar bear growling sound effect.
So it was their bellies.
Yes.
I don't know what it
Money.
takes.
Well,
I don't know.
Read it out. What have we got?
Okay, so there is weapon. You said it?
glaive.
glaive. Equipment, there is boots of the Winterlands, breastplate, costume, clothes. Consumables is a candle, a gem of brightness, tools, a calligrapher's supplies, a drum, container, there is a bucket, and loot, there is a blanket and a hammer.
So drum is in musical instrument, or drum is an oil tanker?
50 gallons of crude oil right there, boys.
Swish.
It's
The
a
proud
a-
smell of freedom.
it's a musical drum.
Oh,
Bongo.
I mean, that just isn't nearly as interesting.
Is that looking like a magical glaive?
No, it's a standard glaive.
Okay.
There are 2
Does it
magic
look like-
items in there, but
Does it look like a magical drum?
Does
No.
anyone here have identify?
I don't know. Is anybody here a caster?
Just Ellaria.
and as a warlock, taking I identify as very rare.
Yeah.
What's the difference between loot sack and loot item?
So if there's multiple items in the stack, say there's a bunch of arrows, the stack would take all of them.
Oh, you can click on it. It tells you what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. 50 charge.
What armor is that? The breastplate?
It's a breastplate.
Is breastplate medium armor?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, I could use that actually.
What metal is it made out of?
Iron. And
Oh.
leather.
Oh. Iron's only level 15.
The only
That's
thing
easy.
I will take is the. Wait, what is the boots? What is the attunement thing?
So you can only attune to 3 magical items at a time. It's pretty much the amount of magical energy your body can hold before you die. So,
Yeah, the feedback causes a cascade loop.
Yeah. So it just means that it's a powerful enough item that it requires attunement.
So what? I don't get.
So imagine it like it's exotics from Destiny. You can only equip 3 of them
Okay.
at a
Or,
time.
or like accessory slots.
Yeah.
You only have 3 of them.
I see Miranda
Boots
has
of the
has
Winterlands. What
yoinked
does that do?
those.
Alright, that's all I'm taking.
Righto.
So someone else can come up and. That's a cool function. How you
I know,
loot.
I'm so happy that it works. And I can do similar for merchants. So you guys
Wait,
can
how
just
do you?
shop with merchants? Just click on the bag limb.
Ah.
It's kind of bad. That means if I took everything, everyone would know.
What bag? Oh, the bag.
There's no
Well, yeah, because I mean, normally,
Well-
yes, you can play like rogues who take the stuff, but it is a team game. It is nice to,
It is a co-op game, but
yeah,
but there's
There's-
in-character knowledge and there's in-player knowledge.
yeah.
You could
pretty
say
much.
that you're stealing it, and we're all a bunch of friends. We'll all be like, okay, that's fine.
It's a very
Because-
valuable looking gem.
Although in my experience, eventually people get tired of one person just going,
Yes.
"I loot this item. I loot this item."
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, the boots of the Winterlands, which she grabbed, just give her resistance to cold damage, and she ignores difficult terrain created by ice.
Pretty good.
What's the gem brightness do?
If you click on it, it actually pops up a description.
Oh, there we go.
I'm very happy with all these cool things. They're all really cool. Do you know what these lootable containers make me really want to do? Run a
Oh,
If
this
you're
is
flashlight.
actually
dungeon
a
master-
flashlight.
If your dungeon master is suffering from post-roll-20 exuberance, please consult a doctor if it hasn't worn off within 48 hours.
There's so many cool things that Roll20 just cannot do that this thing can do. It's so nice.
Yeah, the gem of brightness is a flashlight, which could be useful for
Yeah, like-
either monk or turtle.
Yeah, cool.
Lhugan,
Um,
you are leaving blood all over. By the way,
Yeah.
I mean,
That glaive is
everybody
just the same
else.
as what I have, right? Seth?
Everybody's
Yeah, it's the
missing
same.
the biggest treasure here, though.
What's the biggest treasure, Michael?
The bucket, obviously.
Then how do you loot it? Loot stack or loot? I see.
Yep.
Costume clothes.
Can only
guess-
one person loot it at one time?
I think everyone should be able to.
I'm in it as well at the moment, so
Okay.
yeah.
I keep
I guess
getting this thing that says I do not have the permission to use token blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, I got that as well. At the end.
That's
Uh,
weird.
It didn't seem to
Um,
like stop anything.
You
Yeah,
guys have
I
all
don't actually-
permissions, so
Michael, are you a human?
Yes.
So you can't see shit either, can you?
Well, you've got a light spell on the rhino's nose.
No, but I mean just in general, like you wouldn't be able to see shit.
I can see shit.
I was just trying to work out who's taking the gem, Michael, because it's a light gem.
Oh no, I've gotten distracted. Seth,
Right.
what would just a general sort of crafting roll be?
intelligence.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll take the gem then.
What is Michael gonna do with this bucket, these costume clothes, and this drum? I'm legitimately curious.
Breastplate's not working.
Oh,
I'm gonna make.
Or is it because I have to swap out from breastplate to from unarmored defense?
maybe?
I also took the calligrapher's supplies. Don't forget.
Yes.
Oh, did you take them? I thought I took them.
Oh, maybe
Think
you
Phil-
took them.
Phil got them.
I think
You can have them if you want.
That's
I-
okay.
I-
That's okay. I've got my own calligrapher's supplies.
I also installed a trading add-on. I haven't had time to play with it yet, but it allows players to trade items directly between character sheets. I don't know how it works though, but I
Oh,
will
God.
figure it
That would
out.
be an interesting feature.
You
though.
had to add that in just as the trade offer meme was really going strong, didn't
I
you?
know, right? Liam, you have to equip the breastplate. Right-click on it and click equip item.
Yeah, it was equipped before. Yeah, it's it, and I
Right.
equipped it again, and it's not actually updating my arm.
Huh.
And I'm not sure if it's because of
What's your
um,
dexterity? Oh yeah, it is +2. Yeah, did you have to like unequip unarmored defense?
yeah, but there is no option to do that.
Oh well, we can manually change her AC. That's fine.
I just wanted to try heal Reggie, by the way.
Because your AC should be 16 then, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. There you
Dude.
go. Okay. Medicine check. Do you have a healer's kit?
I don't believe so, no. It would just be whatever I have on hand to stop him
Okay.
bleeding.
Okay. You stop him bleeding. And I'll heal him for a little bit.
Stop bleeding, Reggie.
It's so inconvenient.
Okay.
You know what's good about Reggie is that if we ever get stuck in the middle of a blizzard, we can just kill him, cut him open, and he will be our war.
That escalated quick. I think you see like we can just like bundle up around him or something, but you went
You know-
full, like, torn on it.
Yeah,
You're,
no, we can drink his blood too because it's warm.
You have no emotional connection to this animal whatsoever, do you?
I mean, he's
Well-
technically got now 2 replacement mounts in the polar bears.
It's true. I mean, he's no Bobo. That's for sure.
Alright. Well then, with that, do you guys want to take everything back to Bremen?
Yeah.
Yeah. A
I've
short
made-
rest.
I've made a mascot for the carts, but by the way, I've painted a face on the bucket and put it on top of the drum and wrapped a blanket around it
It's, what was the volleyball?
and dressed it up in the
Oh,
costume.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Well
See,
done.
now we can ride in the cart pool lane.
God.
Oh my god.
You did all that just for that joke.
The transit lane.
Well, every party needs a mascot, and this cart's too big to have only 4 people in a rhino rattling around.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Where's everyone else's tokens?
Well, I didn't want to clutter the map, so I just grabbed the one that was at top. Here. the party
There we go.
mascot can be Reggie until I put up the
Yeah.
How's
Yeah,
that?
we did the cart token.
Yeah. Okay, so
I thought the party mascot was Lord Buckethead.
Lord Bucket.
He's
Sure,
technically in the cart.
Sure.
Or Lord
I've-
Bucketface.
Sure. Michael, remind me, and we will Photoshop a Lord Buckethead on top of the cart and use that as the icon
Oh,
for the party.
you don't know
How's
who
that?
Lord Buckethead is?
Yes, I do, Michael. That's why I'm saying.
Good.
God.
Sorry.
Oh, oh crap! I forgot to make. Oh no, you guys didn't kill her. Never mind. She had items in her belt that I set up for you guys to loot. Because when you guys kill people, Phil, they automatically turn into lootable containers.
Sort of like The Witcher.
Turn the
Like,
cart around. We're going
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, and I just realized that I forgot to give you guys her loot, and then I realized, wait a second, you guys didn't kill her. Never mind.
Oh god damn
I'm
it!
not sure whether to
1,000-year-old
be
bent should have so much
proud
to do.
or ashamed that A, the GM assumes we'd kill her, and B, we nearly did.
I mean,
Technically, we're faster than her.
I mean, should I feel proud that we
Just
didn't
saying.
kill her, or should I feel ashamed that he assumed we would?
She's gonna look back in the distance and see the cloud of snow as we come back.
This is why people do dark side choices. 'Cause you don't get rewards for light side choices. You get enemies.
like I have the option now of giving NPCs lootable bags that when they're reduced to 0 they turn into that. So I'm gonna use it because it's so cool. You
So
know?
Is there a way of marking which NPCs have loot bags attached to them so
Yeah,
we
'cause you
know
do.
who went down to kill and who not?
No, I'm doing it for every single NPC.
You have doomed
Oh,
every single NPC now.
Yeah, they will
Well,
die.
there goes the property market. The murder hobos have moved in.
All we see are lootable bags.
Like, you guys don't understand. This is a loot RPG now.
What's that Madagascar scene where Alex looks at everybody and all he sees is steak?
We all see loot. Hello, Mr. Treasure Chest.
Alright. Also, obviously we can do lootable treasure chests, and I can set them with locks so they have DCs to be picked. There's so many cool things. Anyways,
This is way better. Why do we not
If
push
your
it?
DM suffers from post roll 20 reverse Stockholm syndrome.
anyways, so you guys reach Bremen, and we will be wrapping up shortly as I'm getting very tired, but I know we've had a short session, but we'll be wrapping up, so.
Not so good.
That wasn't that short.
So, well, I prepared a whole lot more, but clearly, like usual, I over-prepared, so it's fine. You guys reach Bremen. This town sits at the edge of Mer Dundalen. Dualden. I can definitely pronounce all these names, right? Let's see. Let me swap you guys to the Bremen map. Now, what I will have next week is I will have set up on some of these buildings interactable menus. So, like, some of them are shops and some of them are like rumor places, and you guys can actually interact with them on your own without having to bug me. But right now, I haven't finished that because I'm still working out how it works. I'm just telling you guys that's a thing. That's all I'm saying.
Very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Every hour, more than 50 dungeon masters are affected by Roll20 Liberation Syndrome. You can
Michael,
help these poor creatures
Michael,
by
this is
donating.
cheaper than Roll20.
By
But does this have
donating
mobile support?
I read somewhere something about mobile. Don't quote me, but I saw mobile somewhere. I didn't really give a shit.
What about all the money you put into Roll20 already, Seth? That sunken cost fallacy.
That's why I have the converter for all of my stuff. Like all
It's
three
called
guys'
using it
characters.
as a character creator and only that.
Yep. Anyways, so you guys arrive at the town of Bremen, which sits on the edge of the Shangarn River and Mer Dualden. It's a small town filled with taverns, shops, and fisheries. I don't actually think I have an art handout prepared for Bremen. Whoops. Is it?
This has been bugging me all night.
What?
Does Bremen have a quartet of animal musicians?
Wait, actually. No, Mark.
Is that a reference we're supposed to understand?
It's a famous fairy tale.
Here's what the Bremen,
Coat of arms.
yep, is. I think that might be the only handout I actually have for it.
Is that some kind of like abstract Picasso painting?
Is it meant to be rolling orange?
Yeah.
Never tracks water,
Rolling orange hits
but pops
spiky.
from our
Anyways.
blue triangle.
You guys return to town and you meet with the dwarfs. They very happily accept their friend back and the iron, and they're incredibly grateful. Oh, you don't understand. You've saved my clan. Now we can actually trade and buy food for the winter.
This treasure chest is talking to us.
Here.
And all we had to do was bully an old lady out of her mobility
So,
scooter.
Each of you get just to make life easy. Each of you get 50 gold pieces
Ooh,
instead of
candy.
the gems, just to make life easier.
Ooh.
I just realized for quest rewards, I should just put the quest rewards in a bag. No, wait. I can actually give them to the NPC, but make the prices free, and you guys can just claim them from the NPC. I can do that. Yeah,
That's
I will
very
do
cool.
that for the future.
Every
Just-
hour in Africa, 60 minutes passes.
Do we just manually edit it in there?
Yes.
For like, like in Roll20, like for handouts, you could like view them again later on. How do you do that here?
You ask a question that
That
I
you
do
have
not
an
have an answer to.
Okay.
What handout are you trying to look at?
Well, say if I want to see that picture of the cart that we just got with the polar bears, where would they be?
Journal entries?
Yeah, is it under
Would
journal?
that be where it goes? No, I'm just wondering if that.
No, you could you manually create a journal. That's how that works.
I will get back to you. Let me put that top on my list.
Yep.
I figured it would work like Roll20 and I give you guys the art handout and you guys permanently have it. But since you just told me that's not how it works, I will have to figure it out. But there's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just
toggle runes. What does toggle runes do?
Yeah, not toggle the runes.
Interesting. Anyways, I will put that top of my list. I just noticed in the character sheet, if you're damaged, your like character artwork fills up with blood. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, so we will wrap up at Bremen, and we shall pick up next week. Before next week, I will get together with each of you for like half an hour just to, for you guys to settle into Bremen and just to do
and
some
how does
shopping
XP
and find
work?
some rumors. Right, XP. You guys
Most important thing.
defeated the troll, and you stole her cart. You guys you completed the quest, so you each get 1,000 XP.
We didn't steal it, by the way. We
You'll have
liberated
to manually add XP.
Salvage.
There is actually, Michael, there is actually a command. There is a way for me to give you all XP. I have not figured that out because that was very low on my to-do list of things to learn. But I did see it as an option.
In the arms of an angel.
How much gold pieces did
you each got 50.
On top of what was looted?
Yep. Okay. Then we will pick up there later, and yeah, I will see if I can just do a little bit of like downtime rumoring and like just exploring of Bremen, because again, this is a very sandbox game, so there's lots of side quests and locations to explore, and it's pretty much up to you guys what you want to do.
Very cool.
There are some main quests of what's going on with the Everlasting Night, but it's up to you guys. You guys could be like, fuck that, we just want money, and just go do a whole bunch of side quests for money, and then you guys can just leave if you really want to. It's up
Do we
to
technically get
you
a
guys.
long rest
That'd be
now,
nice.
or would
Yes,
we
you will
continue
all
for
get a long rest, yes.
clicking
Anyways.
long rest?